around my story.
I am Aubrey, 22 years old. My life is very simple. My circle of friends and acquaintances is very small. The most important of them to me is Ronder, my childhood friend who I grew up with, and we bonded in everything. He always supported me and strengthened me, and of course, he was the source of my happiness. We went to all places together, and he shared everything with me. We entered the same university and stayed together since we were 15 years old. 7 years, and we had no argument or problem. And one day, he forgot his phone with me, and I saw a chat between him and a girl named Bonnie. When I asked him about her, he told me that she is just a friend. I did not believe him, so I decided to watch him to be sure. The next day, I waited in front of his house, and as soon as he went out, I followed him in my car. He got into a taxi, and suddenly the taxi stopped and a girl rode with him, and the taxi moved. I followed them and was afraid that he would notice me, but that didn't happen. They went down and entered a cafe. I stayed in my car watching from outside. He was very happy and laughed exactly as he used to laugh with me, and it was clear that they were very close to each other. I felt strange anger, so I walked quickly from the place, drove at a crazy speed, and was about to cause an accident, but I took control of the car and parked aside. After I calmed down, I returned home and began to think about what I should do. First, I had to make sure of their relationship. I decided to watch him for a longer period. The next day, I woke up and went again in front of Ronder's house. But on that day, he did not go out. She came to him. I focused a little on her. She is Bonnie. She was with us at school, which means he has been cheating on me for a long time. I was an idiot all this time, and I thought that he loved me. How? I broke down and kept crying in the car, and after that I decided that it would not be useful to keep silent about his betrayal, and I must take revenge. I went to the place we loved to go together to say goodbye to him, and then I made a revenge plan. I sent Ronder a letter as if it was a tour company, and that he had won a trip for 2. I was waiting for him to tell me about it, and then I would cancel the whole plan and all my doubts as well. But he didn't talk to me. I was preparing a car to take him from his house to the place of the trip, and in the middle of the road, when they got off at the first rest stop, I will be waiting for them. And as soon as they tried to cross the road, I drove my car at a crazy speed. I saw Ronder flying in the air and falling to the ground. I hit them, and they are now in the hospital, between life and death. Ronder is in a coma. Bonnie's spine is severely damaged, and she will suffer from half paralysis for the rest of her life. I am now hiding from the police because they know the car caused the accident, and they know it was me. I have been living 3 months with a guilty conscience. Throughout this period, I did not know what to do. Turn myself in, or try to escape from the country in any way. I really asked someone to get me a fake passport and flee to Mexico because they will be able to reach me there. Do you think I should run away from Mexico and I will forget what happened after a while? Or turn myself in and be relieved of the remorse that I have been living with for 3 months? I am Avery, 19 years old. I have 2 sisters, a white and a black girl. Aria is the eldest. She is 20 years old. She is an angel in appearance and character. Everyone loves her. She is always calm and obedient. Mia is our little sister. She is 17 years old. She has a very quarrelsome personality and always gets us into trouble. We always do not agree on anything, especially if it is a place to go out. But this time, it was a little different. Mia agreed on the place where Aria wants to go out since it is Aria's birthday, and she has the right to choose. But of course, it was on the condition that Mia had the right to invite her friends. The day was very nice in the beginning, until Aaron, Aria's boyfriend, arrived. It was the first time that Mia and I saw him. He was young, handsome, and very polite, and although he was the type that Mia did not like, and she was in a relationship with a young man named Aiden, she liked Aaron very much. Arya realized that Mia was trying to get close to Aaron, and she tried to warn her, but Mia didn't care and went on. So Arya got very angry at the time, and it was the first time to see Arya's features full of anger like this, but she had nothing to do. The party and the day ended. Arya decided to leave because Mia took over the place, and Aaron, in order to try to compensate Arya for this birthday, I booked a camping trip with a group of my university friends. Arya refused at first, but was convinced after a while. The strange thing is that when we arrived at the camping site, we found Mia standing with Aaron and they were laughing. I tried to behave at the time and asked Mia to come with me so we could talk, and I told her that she shouldn't act with Aaron in this way because Arya loves him and she spoils the relationship, but she didn't like my words and left me and walked and went to Aaron while he was helping Arya to set up her tent. Of course, Arya got very angry, but at the same time, she didn't know what to do. She was talking on the phone, and after a while, I didn't find her. I looked for her a lot, but it was useless. I called her, but her phone was switched off. I was like crazy. I didn't know what to do. And when I told Mia to look for her with me, she didn't care. Aaron started searching with me, but to no avail. She disappeared. And at that time, when I did not know what to do, a number called me, telling me that Arya was in the hospital. She had a major accident while returning to the road. She's unconscious. I took Mia and Aaron and went to the hospital. The strange thing is that Mia was not affected, nor did she even feel that she was the reason for what happened, as if she was happy. I was very upset with her. How insensitive was she? So I took all my anger on her, blaming her that she is the cause of all the problems that happens to us and that her presence among us has become a great burden for us. Mia kept silent until she reached the hospital. We went to see Arya, and then I didn't find Mia. Disappeared. I tried to find her. I tried to talk to all her friends, but to no avail. At that time, my father and my mother knew what had happened, and they arrived at the hospital and began to ask about my sisters. I didn't know what to tell them anymore. That my older sister is in a coma, or that my younger sister has disappeared. I broke down and kept crying. I felt guilty, and that the reason for all of this was me, who prepared the camping trip, and I was the one who got upset with Mia. I am the reason, and I don't know what to do. I wonder, do you think who is wrong? Me? Or Mia? Or Arya, who gave up her rights so much?